Good day, everyone. Today we're going to talk about olives, and I know it's kind of maybe just a random thing to talk about, but as I was opening this can, I thought to myself, I think people need to realize a lot of people wonder why I don't buy the normal black olives in a can, and there is a reason for it. Basically, as you can see by the color of these olives, these are actually ripe olives, and as you can see, they're very brown. Ripe olives are brown. They're not black. Why are the ones that you get in the store black? Well, I want to explain something. For one, all olives that you get that say black olives are labeled as ripe on the cans, but they're actually green olives that have been cured in some kind of alkaline solution. Then they're treated with like oxygen and then an iron compound called ferrous gluconate. And that's what turns their skins into like a patent leather black, So raw olives are straight from the tree. You cannot eat. Basically, raw olives are very bitter. They contain like allopurin, or however you say it. It's an extremely bitter compound that makes it so that you can't actually eat them raw. They have to be put in some kind of brine. So although they're high in vitamin E, powerful antioxidants, this is where, of course, we get our olive oil. But like anything that has fats in it, and olives, of course, is a fat. Of course, if you can squeeze it and get olive oil, you know that it has fats in it. So, and of course, that's a whole nother subject on different degrees of olive oil. That's why you've got first cold pressed, and then you've got just, olive oil or extra virgin olive oil. And they're different presses of the olive. Basically, they get their money's worth out of every olive that they press. But the reason I use these is because it doesn't have the ferrous gluconate. And even though that's a type of iron, the way that they process them kind of releases, things that are not good for you when they process a non-ripe green olive to make it a black. And like I said, they put many things in this brine to make it so that they turn black. And I mean, you got to put a lot of coloring in to make these olives, which are truly ripe. These olives, when you buy these are real ripe olives. And you can see here, ripe olives, water, and sea salt. That is the brine that they use for these olives. Now, I like this brand, Lindsay, because it's non-GMO. And I also like, it's got no artificial flavors, colors. It's made with sea salt. Of course, all those other things. But it's talking about being ripe olives. So you want something that's ripe. You wouldn't want something that's green and that they doctor in a lab to make you think that they're ripe. So the next time you pick your olives up, I would just encourage you to look for the healthier versions of it. You don't need any extra chemicals or any extra things. Eating things always in season and always the way they're supposed to be is what we're supposed to do to have a healthy body. So when we eat things that are not basically ready, it's like that with any produce or anything. But I encourage you with olives, also be temperate in the sense of olives are full of fat. They're very good for you, but in moderation. And that means you can't eat half the jar or whole jar because it can cause you to gain weight. And although they taste yummy, it's just an encouragement to you to not overdo it. It's just like with anything. We can have too much water. Basically it can flush out the electrolytes if you have too much water. There's very few of us that have that problem because we usually don't get enough water. But anyway, I just wanted to give you that little information about your olives, and please be cautious on when you're just don't trust labels. Call the companies. This is one of the better companies that does the olives that are natural, and usually they're on the bottom of the shelf in the olives where you see your other olives. For some reason, they seem to put the healthy ones at the bottom. But as being someone who used to be in retail, you always put what sells better and that you want to get out there in the market, in the middle shelves. So basically, I hope you enjoy your next olive.